hi, if we haven't met, I'm Chris Harris. I'm one of Russ's minions. I work at the Royal Marine School of Music, teaching our trainee buglers and side drummers. And thank you, Lionel, for inviting me to run this session to for you all to contribute to our virtual Core of Drums projects. Now, this is much the same as a lot of the other ones you will have seen, and the rationale behind it. There's a number of reasons. So firstly, we want to engage with youth. Recruitment in the Royal Marines Band Service is as hard as it's ever been. So we'd like to get a load of youth drummers involved. It's also an outreach project. That's where you guys come in. We've got more people joining. That's excellent. And it's slightly different to other collaborative drum projects in the fact that we have a unique stickwork part, which Russell's talked about in previous sessions. I'm quite conscious of keeping this down to an hour. So there are three elements to our project. A set of marching solos written by Russell's dad, which are a set of drum solos that we would march to. The bit we're most famous for, a drum static with all the visual elements of it, and also then an extra bit which is a ripple, which is like a Mexican stick wave that goes across, which we're going to try and incorporate into the final project as well. So I'm going to, in fact, let's do the ripple first. So what I need from you, and it's, I mean, you can contribute as much or as little as you want, videoing yourself doing a very small part, even just the ripple part of it, or the solo drumming to any of the static, or just the marching solos, or whatever you like, as much or as little as you want. If you want to record yourself doing all the parts, all the better. But we'll start by talking about the ripple. Now, as you know, we raise our sticks. The ripple is, as I said, if I can go a bit further away, all you're doing is lifting your left stick to your face, so your left one first. Am I back to front, or can you see me the right way round? This is my left hand. Ross, can you answer?
Yes, that's a mirror image.
That's a mirror. So we're lifting our left. This is my left.
The left is the kind of weird looking one.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with my hands. Yeah, it's the crazy looking one. Yeah. So left hand first, and then your right. So you swap. So you bring left up first, and then swap to your right, and then bring your right hand down. That's all I need from you. So push record on whatever device you're using. Stand there for a couple of seconds to give me something to edit, and then left, right, down. So your left, up, your right, and then down. So it's like a Mexican wave coming from your left-hand side, up, down like that. Up, swap, down, and quite quick. About this, 1, 2, 3, something like that. And I can change the timing of it if I need to, but it's like that. That's looking really good, guys. 1, 2, 3. Try that. Ideally, they're straight when they get to the top, like that. And the other thing I'm going to ask you to do is separate your hands, because we get a lot of this where they come up almost together. I want you to separate your hands so you get 1, 2, 3, like that. If you do this, or if you come up quickly and then come down too slowly, it loses the effect. I need you down as quickly as you're up, so the movement goes across the screen like this really quickly. 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay? That looks great, Lionel. That looks brilliant. Excellent, Damien. Loving it. That's it. That's all I need from you. And like I say, we've got some veterans, we've got some cadets, I've recently received a video from one guy who's probably only 7 or 8 years old, and he's only had a drum around his neck for about a week, and he gave me one of these. So it's perfect. That's all I need from you. That's great. Let's move on. So that's the ripple part of it done. The next part of it, I'm going to share my screen with you. The next part of it is...
You just Chris, just quickly talk through the what's in the resource pack. Sort of navigate around it?
Yes.
Just
Right,
want to
most. Okay, so if you follow our link on to the Google Drive on Instagram or Facebook to our resource and documents pack, you'll find something similar to this. We've got all the resources. So in here, for example, the marching solos, I've got the written score, and then I've got a video kind of showing you how that goes. Report is basically a longer version of what I've just talked you through. So you can recap on that before you do it if you want to. And then the drum static has three elements. It's got a written solo part, and then it's got a bass drum part to accompany it, and it's got the stick work, the visual parts. They've all got tempos written on them, and your normal collaborative etiquette, headphones in, metronome on, and play along to that. The other thing you'll find in the stick work folder is these videos. So what we did, we put a metronome on, and I got 3 of my trainee buglers to perform the visual parts for you so you can see how they go. So if that helps, if that's easier, you can play the video and record yourself moving along to the video. Pick one of the 3 parts and copy the guy, and it will work absolutely fine. In the documents, what we need from you is a signed consent form, just to give us, permission to use your videos. Have I missed anything? Oh, and in the documents folder, there's the guidelines to really nail down black and white what we need from you. So if I've missed anything, it's all in there. Have I missed anything, Russ, or was that good? Cool, happy days. So let's get playing. And let's look at Mcalpine. Now, these are the marching solos I mentioned, written by Russ's dad. They're in 4 8-bar solos. So you'll have to give me some feedback on this and see how you're getting on. But hopefully, if I get you to look at the first couple of bars now, we'll be able to crack on quite swiftly. And these will be at 116 beats per minute, our normal marching tempo. Ideally preceded by 2 3-beat rolls, as we call them. In fact, the important thing to note, because we're very British, the Cueva Rolls, if you can see my cursor here, these Cueva Rolls with the reiterations on, these are closed rolls, so buzz rolls as opposed to open rolls. That's the main thing, and these ones here in the second solo. So if you see here, solo 1, it's the first 8 bars up to this double bar line here. You'll have 8 bars. The first and second will repeat in bars 5 and 6, and the 7th and 8th bars here, these 2 bars here, are generic for each solo, so they'll come round every time. So I'm just going to give you a count in, and I'm gonna play it, just the first 8 bars, and then if you can unmute yourselves and tell me how you got on and whether we need to cover anything like that. But you should be pretty okay. These are pretty straightforward solos to read.
I would say if people did want to play them as open rolls, in their style, that's fine. And the 2 3-beat rolls are just 2 17-stroke rolls. If anyone's interested in that. Are we starting with rolls? With rolls or straight into the...
We can start with rolls. Some people have submitted with rolls on the front, which is, it's just assumed, isn't it? But I don't need to use those. But if they're in, that's great. I'll just do this. Okay, so we'll play 2 3-beat rolls and into it. Ready? 1, 2, 2, and... Okay, I should mention, in fact, is it written? If we were playing these on the march, when we finished them, we'd finish on the first beat of the last bar, whichever solo we were on. So when you get to the 4th one, we need to finish on that first tap, okay? How did people get on with that? Pretty straightforward to read. Yes? No? Can someone give me some feedback on that, or whether you need to go around again? We're all good? Scott's good? Okay, if everyone's happy, then let's look at the second one. So again, some closed rolls. You can play them open if that works for you. We've invited people to put their own spin on this as well. If you want to put anything else in there, then that's cool as well. I'll just give you a count into number 2. Again, the ending's generic. Let's see how we get on. Hey. So no rolls on the front of this. Straight into number 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. And we would carry on. That's where we'd stop. Happy with number 2. Even simpler than number 1, really. Here's the third one. I'll give you 2 bars in again. 1, 2, 2, 2. Happy with that? Sounds very Scottish, doesn't it? Muck. Nice one, Renee.
This might be a little in the weeds, but in the last measure of each number, is the 5 released with an accent?
Can someone translate that into British? Sorry. The last bar of each, so this one here, Scott.
Yeah, that 5 stroke on the upbeat of 1. Does that end? It sounds like it might end with an accent, as opposed to there was another 5 somewhere else that didn't. Down. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's cool. Okay.
That's the best way to answer a question.
Just play it and go. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about, but it goes like this. Yeah. So number 4. These are 3 5-stroke rolls. Hopefully that's written in a coherent way for you guys. Again, I'll just play along, and then we'll talk about it. Ready? 2 bars into the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, go. And we'd finish on that first beat of the 8th bar. So finish there. Does this bar make sense to everyone? Yeah. Happy days. Let's try. Can everyone see that clearly enough if I've zoomed out a bit so we can see the whole thing? Everyone see that clearly enough? Great. Let's try and go top to bottom. Finishing on the first beat of the last bar. Da 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 da. And we'll precede it with 2 3-beat rolls. Okay, I'll give you 2 bars into 2 3-beat rolls and into Mcalpine. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 2. This is really strange. Everyone about a bar and a half behind me. Everyone happy with Mcalpine? Great. So that's that's probably the simplest part for you guys. Again, turn the video on. Metronome, 116 beats per minute. Couple of seconds of silence, and go for that. Grand. So next part. Are there any questions on that before we move on? No? Great.
Sorry, a little question.
Yeah.
When we recorded it, we have to play the call, the thing you play an acoustic we need to play that too or not?
The rolls beforehand.
Yes, the roles you play alone.
Yes.
We need to play.
If you want to, yes. If you don't want to, equally fine. I'll edit the video so it still makes sense. So yeah, ideally put them in, but they're not imperative.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So let's move on to, let's look at the solo part for Love It Scout. So Love It Scout is what we call a drum static. It's a performance piece which is in a mixture of tempos and time signatures, and it's when we would stop as just a core of drums. We march with a band most of the time, but they would be quiet just to show us off for a second, and it involves a lot of swaying. But normally we have one guy stood at the back playing something like this. They're about a minute long generally. And we've broken this one into 4 phrases so that, and we don't need a video top to bottom of the whole drum static. We need it phrase by phrase, please. So the first one looks like this. And I'm going to get my metronome up while you have a quick look at that. I ought to say this is one of the simpler ones, and we've picked that for the youth reason. A lot of the guys we try and recruit don't read music. And this is one of the drum statics that they're more familiar with, that we've taught them kind of parrot fashion. They copy what we do, and it's one of the simpler ones that a lot of them are familiar with. So the only thing that people might not be comfortable with, if depending on where you're from, is, oh, I won't do that, is this figure here, a flam double or a cheese. Is everyone happy with that? If you're from a Highland background, you've probably never seen it before. Everyone good with that? Good, I'll take you through it. So we're at 112. I'll take it down a bit while we're still rehearsing it. So, just go for it. 1, 2, 2, and. Okay, talk to me. How was that?
Some interesting. I don't know what it's like, but I think your connection might be cutting out sometimes, or
Yeah.
ever so slightly kind of jarring. So I think everyone's picking it up. I don't know what everyone else is like.
Talk to me, guys. Can you? Is it okay? Renee's on.
Pretty fine to me.
Yeah, it might just be my playing, Russ. That's cool. Let's take it up to speed then, if everyone's good with that. It's 112. So again, metronome in your ears, a couple of seconds silence, and then crack on with this. Let's give it a go at 112. Ready? 1, 2, 2, go. Great. Let's move on. So let's get rid of the first phrase and look at the second one. So normally we'd slow down slightly into the second phrase because of the mechanics of getting people to video themselves, and you can't do that on a metronome easily. We're just going to keep it strict tempo, that second time bar into this. So we're at 180. 180, like this, and we're in 3. Like this. Again, we would play closed rolls. If you want to play them open, then that's also cool. So, can you hear my metronome, by the way? Yeah, cool. I'll give you 2 bars in 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Happy with that? Again, very simple. We'll go again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Very simple. Ross is going to say something. Are you going to say something, Bugles?
I can do. Hi.
Lean forward. Another thing.
Yeah.
No?
No, I think everyone seemed okay with that one. You know, again, it's all very
Guys,
straightforward stuff.
I mean, it's pretty simple compared to that paradiddle thing you did, Scott. That's crazy. So, right. So this is the third one. Again, nothing that untoward in here. Like I say, we went for a simple one that our cadets might be able to manage. This is the one you will have seen if you've seen our video that was released at midday today. This is the phrase they were playing. So it's almost the same thing twice. It's just it finishes the second time. There's no 5-stroke roll the second time. Subtle changes. The first bar, this 4/4 bar here, is a bass drum solo. But if you can put that in for me, that would be brilliant. So we're at 108. Oh, but we're not in 3 anymore. Okay, so I'll give you 4 in, and that's into the bass drum solo, so that empty bar at the beginning. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. Happy with that? Great, let's go one more time. And 1, 2, 3, go. Awesome. Nice one, Renee. I can't see your face. I just got this thumb that keeps coming up. So let's move on to the last one. Again, if you've got any questions, just pipe up. Just shout out. That's cool. Okay, last one. 116. Oh, overshot it. 1, 2, 3, 16. Okay. Again, nothing too taxing in this. The sforzando roll here, we would play a really fat tap on the front of it and get out of the way with a huge crescendo. And then really aggressive at the end, going back into that. Yeah, I can't see anything else crazy in that. So again, we're just going to go for it. And 1, 2, 2, 2. That's a bit of a lick, isn't it? Hope your sight reading's good. How do people get on with that? Is that okay?
Yeah, maybe do it again, but just a bit down in tempo.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Is that the only, we call them a tap roll, is that the only tap roll that's forzando?
Yes.
Well, the first crotchet in bar 2.
One.
Yeah. In fact, most of our rolls we play that have got that have accents of all tap rolls, pretty much.
Is there another one on the third measure of the second line?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the repeat
Okay.
of the.
Okay.
We assume a certain amount, Scott, and also, like I say, normally we'd have 4 guys dancing. You know, it's choreography essentially, and one guy, you know, making it up, and he's when you're on your own, the creative license is, you know,
Nice.
the parts out the window. Oh, I play it like this. Great. So, you know,
Nice.
I'm reading it. I'm reading. I've played this for years, and I play it my own way as well. So,
Nice.
oh, it goes like that. Great. Okay. So let's go again. Let's go down a little bit. Jack. Happy with that? Let's go for that. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 2. Let's do it up a little bit faster than that. This is 108. 1, 2, 3, go. Finish, and that's the end of the piece. That's all we've got as far as the solo line is concerned. There are bass drum parts to accompany them, but they're very, very simple if you want to tackle those. And how long have we been going, and how long should I go on for, Russ? What time are we on? I don't even know what time we actually started. What time
We've done about half hour.
Another hour.
5 hours. 5 hours.
Another 5 hours. Crikey.
So
okay.
I think if we so that's about half hour. So if you do the stick work, then that'll be
The stick work, which is this is the fun bit. So yeah, like I say, our showpieces are enhanced dramatically by the use of this stick work. In the resource pack, you'll find me talking to myself, talking to a camera about how we annotate this, and it's these letters above the staves. So seconds, thirds, and fourths, these are the 3 visual parts. We would call the solo part firsts, and the rest are these. And like I say, the letters above the note heads they're the stick work. Okay, so there are only 4 you need to know for this one, and I'm going to invite you to join me now. So the letters are U, D, R, and L. They talk about up, down, right, and left, and we're talking about the stick that is playing, not the stick that's at your face. Okay, so up is self-explanatory, down is self-explanatory also, so both sticks down, up, down. Right is a right tap. So if you had other sticking right, left, right, left, right, left, you would follow that. This is no different. So right is like that. It's just your left stick comes up when you're doing it. Okay, so right and left, right, left, right, left. In fact, I'm not going to look at the first phrase first. What we're going to do, we're going to look at the last phrase first, and I'll show you for why. So you can see for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, everyone's doing the same thing. Okay, so we're going to do those 4 bars. You've got down, up, right, left, up. It's important to note that when you do the up, you go right, left, so your left is down. To play an up, your right stick would come down and tap. You see this up is a right, it's above the line, so it's a right stick. You'd play it with your right stick, and then both sticks would come up. So your left would stay on the pad, right, left, up. So your right comes down to join your left, and they'd come up together, okay? Can we try those 4 bars? First 4 bars of the phrase. So you get down, up, like that. Right, left, and it's the up I want you to concentrate. So you go right, left, and then the last one, you play with your right stick and they come up together. So those 4 bars, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, right, left, up. Okay, again, that's another assumed thing that we don't tend to write in, that the right stick comes down to join the left before you come up. Then
Can you go a little slower?
Yes.
Can you go just a little slower for once? For one time, I mean.
But like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, right, left, up. Okay, so Scott, I just saw you there because you asked the question. You went like this, right, left, and then you just brought your left one up, I think. Yeah, so we're going right, left, and then to play that up, your right comes down first, up. So it's a right tap. Your left is down, but on that 4th bar, you're going up. Okay. Nice one. The following 3 bars, you'll note that you've got the same movement, but a bar after each other. Right, left. Next one goes. 3rd one goes. And then RD slow. So everyone's done right, left. Next guy's done it. 3rd guy's done it. And RD slow is your right coming down in slow, like that, over that minim, before the 2nd stave where we go again. So I'm just going to ask you to, no, let's all do the same stave. Let's do the top stave together. So the 5th bar, right, left, and you just stay there for 2 bars while the other guys do their version of it, and then you come down in slow on the 8th bar. So top stave, I'll do it a little under tempo. Right, 1, 2, 2, 2. Down, up, right, left, up. Right, left. Next guy goes. 3rd guy goes. Slow. Right, left, and then, so it repeats. So we're into the 2nd stave. It repeats. The first 2 bars are exactly the same as what we've done, and then we're into another tier. So on the beginning of the 3rd bar, if you're the first part, you just, the D denotes down. All that drumming to the end is then down, up. Excuse me. If you're not that first part, you see at the beginning of the 3rd bar, everyone else comes up. So the tier effect is first guy plays, next guy plays, 3rd guy plays, everyone up. So if you're not playing, you're up, to give that visual impact to those guys coming in. And all these crescendos and things, and the growth of fewer people playing to more people playing, enhance what the solo part is doing that we played earlier. So let's just all play the top part together, the first part, the whole of this phrase. Is the tempo okay, Scott?
Do we want to just do some maybe do some exercises? Just do the down, up, you know, so do some repetitions of that.
Yeah, okay.
And then also, so you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 3. 1, 2, 3. Just do some exercises, maybe.
Okay. So
in the swing of things.
Absolutely. So let's start with the down up then. That first bar. So it's a right tap, left tap. So you're playing right, left, right, but on your left, then you're coming up. That's great, Scott. Look at those straight sticks. Very good. Here we go. I'll give you I'll give you 2 bars in, and then we'll just go down, up, down, up. Yeah, and we'll just keep going around that first bar. Ready? 1, 2, 2, go. Down, up, right, left, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Haha, Damien's a bit scared to hit his face. So that's another thing we get. The worst bit is when you trap your lip in between your teeth and your stick. If you're trying to be really smart, the key I've found is all the speed comes from your elbows, but not your hands. If you tense your hands up too much because you're concentrating on being really smart, you'll either hit yourself in the face or the eye or the nose, and it really hurts. So the key is relaxed hands, but all the speed comes from the elbow. And the rest of it's muscle memory. Just, yeah, repetition, and you'll find out where that is every time. But relax your hands, otherwise you're going to cause yourself an injury. So let's do that again. Nice and slow, down, up. 1, 2, 2, 2. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Last one. Okay. Also, we get a lot of cadets who they leave there very early to play. They'll come down, play down, up, and their ups are really slick. You know, they'll come up quite quickly, but they'll come down very slowly. So what we don't want to leave there as late as possible to make that movement really, really smart.
And it's probably really counterintuitive for a lot of you, because obviously the left hand on the down, you're bringing down at the same time. Normally for rudimental drumming, you would have, you know, it would be out there ready to play that tap as a stroke. But obviously we're bringing both sticks down. That left stick is just waiting. So the kind of tap height is really there. It's not that high, if that makes sense. So I get for a lot of the rudimental guys, you know, it's very kind of counterintuitive.
Backwards. Let's move on then. Let's do this second, third, and fourth bars. So right, left, up. Remembering that up, your left is down from the previous bar, but then that up, you're playing up. So your right comes down, plays the tap, and then they come up together. Okay. Right, left, up. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Go. Right, left, up. And right, left, up. 2, 3, go. Right, left, up. One more time. And right, left, up. How was that? We get that? We get that concept? Cool. I can see everyone looking quite jerky, and it works. Cool. Let's give the whole phrase a go then. Top stave only at that speed, shall we? Da, da, dee, da. 2 bars in. 1, 2, 2, go. Down, up, right, left, up, right, left. Stay, and slow. Down, up, right, left. Down, up. Happy with that? Let's move on. So the next one we're going to do is, let's do C. So before we do C, I've got a couple of exercises for you. So again, another bit of assumed technique, if you like, is our offbeat stick work. If we see some offbeat quavers like these at the bottom, we would play them in a particular way, as if we were marching, and this is how to get there. So what I want you to try first is, where's it gone? This one. We've just done this, so I'm not going to do that. Right, left. But the important bit to note is that when we're playing the offbeats, your arms are still moving like that. So your arms move on the crotchet beats, what are they, quarter notes? your arms move like that. Okay, so your hands do something different to what your arms are doing. The next stage is to do this. Okay, so your arms are still going, they're still moving on the crotchet beats. You're playing right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Just join in with that, see if you can do that. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, like that. Again, if we were to finish that, we'd go right, right, left, left, up. To finish it in the same way we've just done in that phrase. So if you look at F, this is what we would play, but this bit in brackets, these letters in brackets are, this is what's assumed. So it needs to look exactly like E, but you only tap these offbeat quavers. So really slowly, F would be move, tap, right, right, left, left, like that. We call them chugs, chug, chug. So your move, tap, move, tap, move, tap. So your arms are still moving on the crotchet beats and tapping on the second of each tap on this. So what I've got here in G is a little exercise which progresses to that offbeat that we would assume. So throughout this exercise, your arms are moving on the crotchet beats, on the quarter note beats the whole time. So you should see right, left, the whole time. It's just what you're playing down on the drum differs throughout. Okay, so we'll do it really, really slowly. But again, I want you to concentrate on your arms and the visual aspect of it. Right, left, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, chug, 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 up. Excellent. Let's give it another go. Up there, ready? 1, 2, 2, go. Right, left, left. 2 bars of doubles. Right, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, up. That's great, but that's the concept. It will take a bit of practice, but you want your arms doing the crotchets is the big, big point. Okay, so now we've done that, let's look at, I'll just minimize that. Let's look at C. So during this is the phrase with the bass drum solo link going into it. So we start with a 4/4 bar, up, 2, 3, down, and you'll notice we're straight into this, which is right, right, left, right, left, which is the offbeat stick work we were just doing. Okay. Again, if you look at the second and third parts here, up, up, it's what it is. It's a tiered offbeat effect. So one guy will go offbeat, next guy joins in, next guy joins in. So it grows like that, and it does it 4 times. This is where I wish I had 2 guys on the same screen as me so I could do it together. Okay, let's look at, if we look at the bottom stave, we can go down buzz, up, wait, 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 move, down, back, back, does. So there's an assumed down here as well. So I've written in the move there, move right, move left. This one here would be a down. So you'd go move right, move left, move back, back. Can we just do that together, that bar? So it's move right, move left, down, tap, tap. I'll give you 4 in 1, 2, 3, go. Move right, move left, down, tap, tap. And again, 1, 2, 2, 2, right, tap, left, tap, down, tap, tap. Okay, That's what we're doing there. So there's a lot of assumed stuff here. But if you can see, the first guy plays off beats from the start, chug, and then this move on this quaver here is where the second guy joins in, third guy joins in here. This is where the videos I've got the trainees to record of this effect come in really handy. But let's try. Ignore the bass drum link for now. Can we just try to do together, if I can zoom out enough there, this bottom stage. So we've got a bit of time to wait and then think about this movement. So right tap, left tap, down tap, tap, burrs up. And it does it 4 times, essentially. So let's do it really, really slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay, this kind of tempo. So you start up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, go. Chug, down, tap, tap, goes up. 2, 3, 4. Move right, move left, move. Tap, tap, goes up. 2, 3, 4. Move right, move left, down, tap, tap, goes up. 2, 3, 4. Second time bars exactly the same for the second players. It finishes on the last crotchet beat like you would assume from the solo part. How's that for everybody? Should we go again, Russ? Ignore my. How do I get rid of it?
Yeah, do it again, yeah. So we're just going at the start of the phrase, not the pickup.
Yeah, not the bass drum. Oh, sorry, my emails have come up. How do I get rid of that?
So all of them now.
I'm having kind of a technical issue with my hands going from, I'm assuming at this position from front to back. You don't want it like that or like that. You probably want it straight, right? And then when you go down to play, your sticks are at an angle to each other. Do you have any advice on how to make that transfer, or just do it enough times and it becomes comfortable?
I think your left hand, it kind of, when it's up in the ready position, it's much more closed, kind of curled in. And obviously when you, so it kind of rotates, your fingers rotate that to make that angle. That makes sense? Yeah, so it's kind of, that's when it's at the ready, so it's sort of almost turned in, and as you come down, your fingers relax to a normal playing position. I think that's what I do anyway, just thinking about it. It's strange because you do this and you haven't done stick work for so long. It's one of those things we just do, and then so you've got to try and analyse it. It's like, what do we do?
Was that just your hand, Scott, was it? Or both of them?
I think both, like that makes sense to me. I just had a couple times where I was like almost dropping the sticks, making the transition. It's just something I got to get used to. Thanks. I don't want to bog you down.
No, it's cool. It's something, like Ross said, it's something we don't really think about. When your right stick comes up, I'm extending my pinky, whereas when I'm playing, they're like this. And then as I'm bringing it up, I'm opening my hand like that. If that helps. I've done it for far too long and I'm not even thinking about it. But that's, if I analyse it, that's what I'm doing. I'm lifting it up and extending my fingers. Otherwise, I end up like this because my hand's a bit too closed. So you have to open it up.
Stick work is kind of anathema to actual rudimental drumming. It goes against everything you want to do as a rudimental drummer. So it's kind of hindered us in some ways.
So let's, there we go. Right, let's try that again. I've lost you all. Where are you? Okay, I can see you now. Great. So let's go from the start of the repeat again. So ignore the first 4/4 bar. I think we can cope with that. And as far as your recordings go, if you don't include that bit, that's not a drama. I'll pick it up from C. So nice and slow again, that bottom stage, so you've got time to think about the offbeat stick work. So 1 bar of 4 in, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, up, wait, 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 move right, move left, down, tap, tap, goes up, 2, 3, 4, move right, move left, move, down, down, goes up, 2, 3, 4, move right, move left, down, tap, tap, goes up, 2, 3, 4, finish it this time, down, up. So it finishes down, up at the end, like.
Sorry, a little question.
Yes.
When you do the ripple here, the right is over the left?
Yeah, so just the acorns cross like this, and like you say correctly, yeah, right above the left, like that.
Okay.
If you can manage that, if you're, oh, both the sticks up, the tip shouldn't be aligned, but right sticks over the left. Yeah, Renee's just said exactly the same thing. Yes, exactly that, right over left. If you can manage that, that'd be grand. And that phrase just goes round and round 4 times for the seconds players, the visual parts. That's exactly the same for them 4 times. Finish it on the 4th time on that last crotchet beat. So if we move on, because I'm conscious of the time, we'll do the second phrase. So this is B. This is the one in 3/4, and there you go. You can see all the parts there. Again, assumption, we've got miss, bang, bang, miss, bang, bang. We would move on the first beat of every bar. So you get move right, right, move left, left, up, roll, move right, right, move left, left. Now here, these 2 bars here, you've got up, 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 down, down, down. So you've got a visual effect moving across and then moving back again. Okay, that's the only 2 bars you wouldn't actually play. You would just move, and that's denoted by the fact that the note is actually on the line, not above or below it. So you're coming up there, and it's important to note these. If you're thinking of doing the 2nd or 3rd parts, you'd come down before coming up. Again, a bit of assumption. So you go left, left, 1, 2, and come up on your number. You'd think 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. But I've written it down in there because we wouldn't normally write that. It's an assumption. Because of the visual effect, you'd have to come down first. So you do get up, 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 down, down, down. Okay, so probably the safest one for us to practice together is the top one, where that doesn't come into it. Ross, do you want to say something, do you?
It's just a little point about that. The fact that we made a distinction between moving and playing, and just a bit of background for that, in case people are interested. So obviously, if you're playing a note, you've obviously got to strike the note on that beat, and then there's a delay as you come up. So to make things look slicker, the kind of the beat you're aiming for is actually under your nose. So it's 1 is up under your nose, 1 rather than 1, and there's a delay. If you get what we mean. So you kind of the beat you're aiming for is under your nose. 1, 2, 3.
Cool. So if we go for the top stave, so you're moving on the beginning of each bar, move, tap, tap, move, tap, tap, like that. The up in the 3rd bar is Scott's favorite, where you come down to come up. It's a right-hand tap again. The roll, don't come down really early for the roll. It's still, the visual part is on the beat. And your left is raised when after that roll, when you're playing the right taps again, roll 2, 3, move, tap, tap. So your left would come up strictly on that the first beat of that 5th bar. So B. give it a go. We'll start down because the previous phrase ends down. So we'll start here. I'll give you 2 bars of 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Move, tap, tap, move, tap, tap. Up, 2, 3, roll. Move, tap, tap, move, tap, tap. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Move, tap, tap, move, tap, tap. Up, 2, 3, roll. Move, tap, tap, move, tap, tap. Up, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, but. And we'd finish it off like you can see with that accented up. Russ, I contradicted myself there and I tried to play that. Am I talking nonsense?
No, you do play that one because it's just
First one, okay.
so natural. The only alternative would be to move your left stick.
The second one, you'd go right, right, left, left, move, move. You wouldn't play either.
No.
That's a bit overcomplicated for us, isn't it? The things you don't realise until you start trying to analyse them and teach them. Okay, let's try the top stave again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Right, right, left, left. Up, 2, 3. Roll, 2, 3. Move, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Chug, 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 chug. Up, 2, 3. Roll. Chug, 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 chug. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. But. And that last beat that we're coming up on is the first beat of the bass drum solo in phrase C.
I think Scott, you got it the second time through. I think you're playing catch up on the first time through. I think.
Excellent. Right. So if we look at, oh, what's going on here? Escape. Okay, that's not working. Okay, I'm going to try to share my screen again. There we go, that's better. So back to some exercises before we talk about the first phrase, A. So there's a figure in it that looks like C, like this. Essentially, it's that, sorry, da, 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 da. However, the first one's a rest, miss, da, 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 da. And the way we're going to get there is like this. So imagine you're in 6/8 and you would play da, 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 da. You would play that right, right, left, left, down. That's what I want you to do. Okay, 1, 2, A only. Da, 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 da. Right, right, left, left, down. Right, right, left, left, down, like that. How's that for everybody? Yeah? Understood? Try it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Da, 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 down. Da, 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 down. Right, right, left, left, down. Right, right, left, left, down. Okay? So the development of that is this. So what we've done, we've changed the time signature. It's essentially the same thing, right, right, left, left, down, but now we're into 4, right, right, left, left, down. But da, 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 down, down. So we'll put that extra crotchet on the end there. Try this one. I'll try not to make it too much quicker. 1, 2, 3, go. Right, right, left, left, down, down. And right, right, left, left, down, down. And right, right, left, left, down, down. And right, right, left, left, down, down. Yeah? Everyone see the correlation with that? So there we go, we're there. So C is the actual part you'll see in the first phrase. That's why we're doing this. It's exactly the same as B, but we're missing that first tap. But because of the assumption and the stick work elements that we've talked about previously, the first one's just a move. So you're not playing tap, ta, tap, ta, tap, tap. You're moving that though. So you're going miss, ta, tap, ta, tap, tap. Someone's just asked me something in the chat. Bye-bye till next time. Okay, cheerio, Lionel. Okay, C then. Miss ta 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 ta, but I've written you right in brackets there. Move ta 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 ta. Okay, nice and slowly. Da 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 da. And 1, 2, 2, 2. Move ta 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 ta. And right. Oh, sorry, I played it. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 2. Move right, left, left, down, down. And move right, left, left, down, down. And move left, left. Okay, so I was going round it. You don't have to be up to start this. If you're down, it was to go to right, your left hand just comes up, Scott. So you don't have to come up in between each one. You can go move, da, 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 and move. It's just your left hand is lifted. So let's try and go around C, da, 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 da. Is it a little too quick, or am I doing okay? No? Okay.
I'll keep an eye on Damien and Lionel.
Okie doke.
So, but they're doing well. They're doing really well.
Oh, I thought Lionel was leaving us. Was it someone else who left? And you were saying
It was
the other gentleman I can't see now.
Martial was Martial.
Okay, so I thought it was you saying goodbye. Okay, so C, da, 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 da. And 1, 2, 3, go. Right, right, left, left, down. And move, right, left. And move, right, left, left, down. And move, right, left, left. Okay. Let's look at the actual phrase then. Now we've done that. Oh, go away. That, and the actual phrase is here. Okay, so this is the first phrase of the drum static. So we start with 3 tiers up. 1, 2, 3. Pick a tier for now. I'm probably going to play the bottom one if I'm honest, and play all 3. 1, 2, 3. Miss da da. That's what we were doing there. Up, up, up again. I put the down crotchet on the exercise because, as we know, we come down to come up here. And if you're not coming up at the beginning of the bar, i.e., if you're not that first tier here, this one's going to be a down, da da da, down, down, and up here. Okay, so you get 3 tiers up visually, da da da. And then the first time bars are syncopated, right, left, diggy, diggy, and we go again. So 1, 2, 3, miss, ba da da da. Let's just try the first 2 bars. It's very repetitive, this phrase, so that's a good little exercise, because you do go round and round this theme. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to play, and that's a typo actually. In the first bar, it should be right, left, right. The taps, you wouldn't play them all on your right. So this one should be a left here, but you get the idea. 1, 2, 3, move, ba da da da. 1, 2, 3 is what we're going to play. Okay, so we round and round the first 2 bars. Just this bottom stave here. So. And you'd start down. You'd start down, so you get the visual effect of up, up, up. Okay? I'll give you 2 bars in. No quicker than that for that second bar. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. Ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Miss, right, left, left, down. 1, 2, 3. Miss, right, left, left, down. Is that a bit quick? Is that okay? That's all right. Okay, cool. Okay, so if let's add in the fourth bar. So we're doing a 4-bar loop now. 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, da da da, and we'll just go around that. These times we'll go around that a couple of times. Ready? Da, 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 da. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. Miss ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Da da da. 1, 2, 3. Miss ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Da da da. 1, 2, 3. Miss ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Da da da. 1, 2, 3. Miss ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Da da da. Happy with that? So the first and second time bars are exactly the same visually. The only thing that changes is the volume you're playing at. So the first one starts quiet and builds up back into A, and then the second one starts loud and diminuendos into our quieter phrase at B on the next page. So let's try and play the whole phrase top to bottom. Before we do so, I should say that these syncopated movements in the first and second time bars are quite rigid, so they're right, left, diggly, diggly, down, as if you were doing that on-beat stick work, just the crotchets we were playing previously. Right, left, diggly. They're exactly, you move exactly when is written rather than anything being assumed and you're moving elsewhere and just tap in there. Okay, let's go A, and I'm playing the bottom stave, and we'll try and go top to bottom, so first time bar and second time bar, and let's see if we can do that. We'll start down, da da da. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, up, miss, right, left, left, down. 1, 2, up, accents, down. 1, 2, up, ba da da da, quiet. 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. 1, 2, up, move, ba da da da. 1, 2, up, da da da. 1, 2, up, move, bird. Second time bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. How was that? Everyone following me on that? I can't read it and look at you.
My brain stopped it.
Sorry.
My brain is stopping to.
Yeah, absolutely. Zoning out. I'm out. Oh, should we try it one more time and then we'll call it a day? Yeah, one more time. Here we go then. Same thing again. 1, 2, 2, go. 1, 2, up, right, left. 2, up, and sorry, Ross, can you?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Here we go. 2. Oh, being pined. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. Move right, left, left down. 1, 2, 3. Ba ba ba. 1, 2, 3. Move ba da da da. Shh. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. Move ba da da da. 1, 2, 3. Ba ba ba. 1, 2, 3. Second time bar. Right, left, diggy, diggy, da. And that's Love It Scout for you. Maybe I should say, if you're struggling to do it at the tempo to a metronome and it's steady throughout, I can make you look quicker. If you're struggling with that bit, like I said before, if you as much nice one, Scott. If you want to contribute, like even the solo part to one phrase, that's really, really welcome. As much or as little as you want to give us, that would be great. And if you do teach youth groups and can get them round even just a small section, we'd be very grateful. Yeah, Russ, do you want to talk about anything? Do you want to talk about the symposium or anything like that, just to wrap it up? Or
Well, just on this, yeah, like Chris said, anything you can do. I think we underestimate how tricky stick work can be, because we've shown all great drummers, and it's just so alien, isn't it? So, like Chris said, even if you just play a couple of bits of the solo part, which you should be able to get around easily, that'd be fantastic. Symposium. Hopefully, we've got an announcement coming out on Friday, maybe this weekend, depending if Chris has got time to make the video proper. But that should be going on this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And just thanks Chris for putting this together.
No problem. I'm just answering a question from Renee. I think I just answered that. I don't know when you wrote that down, but as much or as little as you want. If you want to record one part to one thing, then that's cool. Thank you.